Nebraska, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
My name is Ben Wibbles, and I play for Team Nebraska, and my favorite player is Shohei Ohtani.
My name is Caleb Reiners, and I play for Nebraska. My favorite player is Francisco Lindor.
My name is Hunter Nepple. I play for Team Nebraska, and my favorite player is Salvador Perez.
Hi, my name is Peyton Drake, and I play for the Hastings, Nebraska Little League team, and my favorite baseball player is Shohei Ohtani.
Hi, my name is Owen Brown. I play for Team Nebraska, and my favorite baseball player is Salvador Perez.
My name is Owen Ablett. I play for Team Nebraska, and my favorite baseball player is Salvador Perez.
And here's Gavin Weir, the 12-year-old stud left-hander, a flamethrower for this deep Sioux Falls pitching staff, Chris.
Yeah, and he'll show you 4 pitches, Clay. It's not just a left-handed fastball into the mid to high 70s, but you're also going to see a curveball, a slider, maybe even a changeup, even though he won't throw a ton of those today because he doesn't want to run into the bats of these young hitters. But this is a star in the making, folks.
Parents just as nervous as the players, I'm sure, and we're underway. And that's what Gavin Weir does. He buries strike one to the leadoff man, Owen Ablett, who's 2 for 5 in the regional. Little comebacker. Weir knocks it down, has to hurry. Throw is offline, and it gets into foul ground up the right field chalk. And Owen Ablett is standing on second base as Nebraska threatens early.
Well, that has got to get you fired up if you're pulling for the boys from Nebraska. Just a dribbler back to the mound, but you see the ball just tips off the edge, hurries the throw maybe a little bit, and Ablett easily into second base. And now Gavin Weir with his first base runner here in Indianapolis of this Midwest Regional.
That's right, he's coming off that perfect game. And now he has to deal to Cohen Rader, who's 1 for 4 in the tournament, and that one hit a home run against Fargo on Saturday.
Yeah, it's not every day you hit a game-winning home run in the first, right? But they won that game 1-0, and it was on the back of his homer.
Boy, and then Weir makes quick work of Rader. And there's one down.
Well, this is a real breaking ball. You know, sometimes at this age we hear about breaking balls and you see them and they maybe don't have great shape. Look at the shape to that bender right there. A true left-handed breaking ball, and boy, that is tough to defend when he's also running it up there, what's equivalent to a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
So one down and a man on for Nepple. Hunter Nepple 1 for 5 with a double in the tournament. He is their tallest player at 6 feet. 150 pounds. And this is a big 12-year-old. We're going to see Nepple on the mound. He checks his swing, and that ate him up. Strike 2 to Nepple.
I mean, this thing, look, it's just 46 feet. It's tough to make a ball bend that much from 46 feet. That thing is nasty.
Gavin Weir threw a no-hitter in district play, a one-hitter in state, and we talked about the perfect game here. That one misses outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, just giving up one hit the entire postseason in 3 starts. So that just tells you how hard it is to get the barrel on the offerings from this young man.
Nepple got a piece of it to stay alive.
He's doing a nice job. I mean, you see him, he's trying to let the ball travel. He's fouled off a couple fastballs. I mean, this is like a big league at bat here as far as how tough this stuff is and how quick it's getting to home plate.
Weir wins the battle. Second strikeout as Riley has to throw down to Gorsuch. And taking third on the play is Owen Ablett.
It looked like he changed his arm angle there a little bit, Clay. Watch the release point here, like he drops down just a little bit, kind of backdoors that slider. So that's the tighter one. We've seen the bigger curveball. There's the little backdoor slider. Gavin Weir putting it on full display here in the first.
And strike one quickly to the catcher, Owen Brown. Brown 0 for 4 so far. In the regional, he is the son of the assistant coach, Brandon Brown. Tom Terry looking on. The go-to from Weir. Struck him out, and even though Weir gave up a base runner in the first,
And my favorite player is Bo Bichette.
Hi, my name is Kai Carlson. I'm from Team South Dakota, and my favorite player is Ryan Sandberg.
Hi, my name is Alex McKinney. I play for Team South Dakota, and my favorite player is Miguel Sano.
Hi, my name is Hayden Gorsuch. I play for South Dakota. My favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Gunnar Elfson. I play for Team South Dakota, and my favorite player is David Ortiz.
Hi, my name is Bo Kerner. I play for Team South Dakota. My favorite baseball player is Bo Jackson.
Hi, my name is Noah Kenzie. I play for Team South Dakota. My favorite player is Chris Bryant.
Hi, my name's Easton Riley. I play for Team South Dakota, and my favorite player is Andrew McCutcheon.
My name is Boston Bryant. I play on Team South Dakota. My favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Maddox Munson. My favorite baseball player is Shohei Ohtani.
It's a little nerve-wracking, Chris, when you're on TV for the first time, as you'll remember.
I agree.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the first. South Dakota has its ace on the mound. Now can they score some runs for Gavin Weir? They're going to try to do that against Hunter Nepple.
Yeah, Nepple, literally everybody on his team looks up to him, literally and figuratively. The biggest kid on this team, 6 foot, 150 pounds, and maybe wasn't perfect his last time out, but 6 shutout innings, 11 punch-outs, just 2 walks. So not only does he have a big-time arm, but he fills up his zone as well.
Number 9, Hunter Nepple.
So their South Dakota offense, 19 hits in their 2 wins, hitting .432 as a team, and Brecken Beitler, their shortstop, has a couple of those hits in the tournament so far. He fouls out the first pitch from Nepple. He's kind of the spark plug at the top of this Sioux Falls order.
Yeah, and you heard him say his favorite player was Bo Bichette. He got a little Bo Bichette look to him there. Got some just a comfortable look, little leg kick here to get it started.
Lifts this one into foul ground, and it's going to drift out of play. I'll tell you what, this facility here in Whitestown, Indiana, brand new, officially opened in June, and these kids just love playing here. We've been getting great reports on the facility, and that's a strikeout for Nepple. Beitler is down. There's one away.
27, center fielder, Boston Bryant.
Boston Bryant now. Left-handed hitting center fielder. Just turned 12 last Friday. Takes a breaking ball down and in.
He'll switch to the batting order, Clay. He was in the 4-hole first couple games, but has had a fantastic regional so far. 3 for 4 and scoring a bunch of runs. So they wanted to get him up there before Gavin Weir.
A little bit off the end of the bat. Nepple slides down to his knees, and there's a close play at first. In time to get the runner Bryant 2 away.
Do it, big fella. Like a young Adam Wainwright out there. Big guy who's also athletic. Go get it. How about a little slide on the knees and from down there just in time to get the speedy Bryant. Love it when a pitcher can field his position.
And now here's Weir. Also their best hitter. Very patient at the plate. Really hunts his pitch. And he's 3 for 6 with a home run here in Whitestown. Last foul, a ball and a strike.
He's got a homer, a couple doubles. You know, he said Mike Trout was his favorite player, but the game reminds you more of Shohei Ohtani, the way he can get it done on both sides of the ball.
5'5", 105 pounds. Parents Ronnie and Shannon. Nepple winds and fires. And strike at the knees, 1 and 2.
Here we go now.
This is shaping up, Berkey, into a great pitching duel so far. Ground ball to their shortstop. Rader over to first, and Nepple gets out of the first cleanly. We played 1 in Whitestown, a trip to Williamsport on the line. Back for the second inning next.
League, but Louisiana was the Little League World Series champions in 2019. Louisiana will be back. And the team from Tennessee won the Southeast Regional, led by Scott Brown, the pitching coach from Vanderbilt University. His boy put on a show in that Southeast Regional.
Where's Vanderbilt, the national runner-up this year in college baseball? Gavin Weir on the mound for Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and the lefty looks sharp. There will be no perfect game today, as he had a throwing error in the first inning, but struck out the side nonetheless. He's going to deal to McCoy, Wibbles, and Dyer, and this is Jude McCoy. Pretty good contact hitter for Nebraska. So far, though, hitless in the regional. Swung on and missed, and there he goes. Strikeout number 4 for Gavin Weir.
I only had that as 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
there he goes.
He comes back.
Don't leave too soon, Jude. Oh, boy.
Well, it just delayed the inevitable. And here comes Benjamin Wibbles.
I'll tell you what we're seeing so far, Clay, is these are not just two talented arms, but they can pitch. I mean, we've seen breaking balls and command from both already.
They call him Budge. Ben Wibbles, self-proclaimed baseball junkie. Favorite sports team, Mississippi State, who beat Vanderbilt in the College World Series this year.
Well, that was timely. 2 college baseball references in 1/2 inning, Clay. We like that.
We'll try to shoehorn in a few more this week if we can. Oh, and he's fouled back 1 and 2. You said something, Chris, during the break that I thought was really impressive. You think that maybe this pitcher we're seeing here in Gavin Weir is as good as anybody we've seen in this regional in the last decade?
Yeah, I haven't seen better. I mean, look at that breaking ball. He's starting that thing off the plate, bringing it back across the zone, and it has depth. So occasionally you'll see a kid with some movement, but to get that kind of horizontal break and depth at the end of it, mixed with the velocity, I just can't think of a pitcher we've seen that has more polish and makes you defend as many offerings as this one. And I know it's early, but, man, it's been impressive to start.
It's going to take some time to tie that shoe. So 5 strikeouts in a row for Gavin Weir.
You go, Supu.
Hey, here we go.
Go, Gabby.
Hey.
Now we're going to get Braden Dyer in the plate. And he's going to try to bunt his way on. Strategy mix up here to maybe try and shake this thing up against Weir.
1 strike. Play.
The 0-1. Strike 2. Braden Dyer, speedy center fielder. 0 for 2 in the tournament. A couple of walks. A run scored. He is ready for the start of the college football season, he told us. Surprisingly, though, his favorite team is Ohio State, not Nebraska. And he goes down on strikes. 6 straight. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. I'm Clay Matvick, and my buddy Chris Berg, who played in the major leagues and also played Little League Baseball, is joining me again on the telecast. And I mean, it's such a great baseline for young, aspiring major leaguers. Get involved in Little League Baseball. Noah Kinsey to center, and that's going to drop down for a leadoff hit here in the second inning for South Dakota.
Well, that's a big deal there, Clay. When you got Gavin Weir on the mound, you don't need much. So a leadoff base runner, we'll see what they can do with it. Take a look here at the Little League, big dreams. How about Cody Bellinger? You just mentioned it, superstar for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Got his start there at the Chandler National Little League.
Now trying to move the runner is Mediger.
Oh!
Got him at second base. Good play to get the force out.
Clay, we have seen a sliding play to get a runner at first by an eyelash, and now you go with the smart play to try to move a runner into scoring position, and Nipple just won't let you. Too athletic, too quick off his feet, and he gets the lead out there to keep the runner out of scoring position.
gun show.
And we may get a challenge from the coaching staff. That is Mike Gorsuch, 40-year-old vice president of the Sioux Falls Skyforce from the NBA G League. That's what keeps him busy when he's not coaching Little League Baseball.
I wonder what he's reviewing there. Was he reviewing that he was safe? He certainly didn't appear to be a close play at second. Not sure what we're reviewing here.
Yeah.
Clearly out.
Gun show.
I don't know.
Well, managers have unlimited successful challenges, but once they have 2 unsuccessful challenges, they lose the right to challenge. And apparently, Mike Gorsuch has asked for a challenge here on something
Kinsey,
completely unclear.
It looked like Kinsey popped up and pointed back at the first baseman, Clay, almost like maybe Ablett was in his way as he was trying to get his break from first. That's the only thing I can think of, because when Kinsey popped up, he was immediately looking back at the first baseman. So maybe they're reviewing obstruction.
Well, if that's the case, obstruction is not reviewable according to the list we have. And here comes the home plate umpire.
Coach.
Now, Mike is mic'd up, but on those conferences between the umpire and the manager, we usually keep the mic down so you can't hear that. That's their private conversation. We're going to be privy to that. So here's the video replay. We talked about force outs, tags on the base paths, missed bases, and hit batters among the list of things that can be reviewed. Again, obstruction is not on the list. So Gunnar Alfson comes up with 1 down and a man at first. Alfson 0 for 3, the son of assistant coach Devin Alfson. 5'1", 98 pounds. He's a 12-year-old. Can play about anywhere on the diamond. He's in right field to start this one. Boy, the way Gavin Weir is pitching for South Dakota, 1 run could very easily be enough. Now, Nepal has looked pretty good in his own right today.
Oh, there's no doubt. I think both of these guys are going to, be very, very stingy as far as what they're going to allow the other offense to do. And that's why that play there by Nepal was such a big play to get the lead runner. Because once you get to second base, obviously you can score on a base hit. But then at that point in time, any error even potentially could lead to a run, right? So the ability to field his position has been on full display here early.
2-2 to Alfson.
Yes, he did.
Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's out.
Tracking it down is Brown. But it's going to be an out. 2 away.
Yeah, it looked like the bat just went too far here. It was almost self-defense there, Clay. Of course, first base was occupied, so he is out on that 3rd strike. But a little bit unfortunate there for Alfson as that ball just kind of tied him up, and you see some of the late life that Nepal has on that fastball.
Good job, bud. Here we go.
So manager is in scoring position for Gorsuch.
Here we go now.
Yeah, the one good thing that came out of that, though, is they were able to advance a base. So here you go, your first real run-scoring opportunity if you're South Dakota.
Gorsuch will turn 13 in less than a month. Son of Jessica and Mike, the team manager. Mike works for the Skyforce, as I mentioned. They're an affiliate of the Miami Heat in the G League.
boy, would this be fun for Mike. All the time he's putting his club together, coaching his team up, and his son here with a big AB early in this ball game.
Takes it up high, 3-1.
Way to work. Way to work, Hayden.
And walked him. So 2 on for South Dakota. Hey, if you want to play Little League, it's easy. Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. And now we're going to get a trip to the mound.
I am not going to stand out here and watch you continue to throw strike after strike after strike and just waste them. Okay? So this just made up my mind. If this is fighting an uphill battle, I'm going to send you to third base. We're going to bring in Benny. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Really good job. Way to be around the zone.
You can switch them up?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have to.
Just a position change?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so.
What'd you make of that, Furky?
Okay, now I'm going to hit that when I come back, Clay, because I think there's some strategy at play here.
All right, a pitching change. Hirondales goes from third to the mound. Nepple will take his spot at third base. And maybe some strategy already thinking ahead to tomorrow for manager Dustin Rader.
Yeah, I think because, you don't have to sit out any days. Obviously, the pitch count is retroactive, right, to the start of the previous hitter. So if it's 1 to 20 pitches, you can pitch the next day. So by pulling Nepple right there, he will be able to pitch tomorrow, which would allow them to then, if he, he's their ace, right? So if he can get them past tomorrow, then he pitches them into the championship game. And the only thing I can think of is that they realize what they're up against in Weir, and they want to make sure they got their best bullet fresh and ready to go tomorrow. That's the only thing I can think of to pull him that early.
So Ben Wibbles misses down in the dirt, scrambling is Brown. His throw is going to get into left field. Coming around to score is Mediger. Gorsuch will stop at third base, and it's 1-0 Sioux Falls.
Wow, and just like that, South Dakota gets on the board. And you're talking about just a runner on second, nobody out. Then Nepple with the walk, and now the ball gets away. Brown just trying to make a play. The ball sails on him just a touch, and boy, that feels like a awfully big run with the way Gavin Weir looks early in this ball game.
1-2 now to Riley. Easton Riley at the plate for South Dakota, their tall catcher at 5'7". Nicknamed Easy E. And strike 3 called. Wibbles comes in, gets the final out of the inning, but the damage done. South Dakota with their ace on the mound breaks out and presented by T-Mobile. Alongside Chris Burke, I'm Clay Matvick. Here's a look at our bracket in the Midwest. Iowa, team from Davenport, still alive. They will play the loser of this one between South Dakota and Nebraska tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Minnesota was eliminated by Davenport. And tomorrow, that also would amount to a trip to Williamsport to the winner. Again, the winner of this one is guaranteed one of the top 2 spots in this region. And the winner of that one tomorrow would join them in the region final. And again, the top 2 teams from each region advance to Williamsport this year because it's a completely United States-based championship in Williamsport this year. No international field. Of course, is because of the COVID pandemic. So June Johnson to lead it off here for Hastings, Nebraska, as they find themselves down 1-0. And normally, Chris, that wouldn't be much of a hill to climb, but against Gavin Weir, that is a daunting task.
Oh, it certainly is. That one run feels like 5 right about now. But look, as hard as he throws, if somebody can run into one, you just never know.
He has struck out 6 straight, and he's coming off a perfect game earlier in this region. Some good contact and foul. 2-1. Jude Johnson 0 for 3. They say he's probably one of the most athletic players on this Hastings team. He's also the team jokester.
One strike. Play.
Recently visited Alaska, where his brother Jackson is in the Air Force. That's inside. And boy, you can see the movement on these pitches from Weir. I mean, it's tough for Riley to even catch him.
Yeah, every once in a while he gets around it, and that fastball has some serious glove side life to it, almost like a hard cutter. Like that.
Just got a piece.
Yeah, and you can see even there on a 3-1 count, like the ball just has such late life to it that he hits the top of that ball because it kind of has a little late glove side dive to it. And you got to give Johnson some credit there, choking up, trying to put it in play.
And he does. Tough play at short, and it's booted by Beitler. He's going to roll into the outfield. And Nebraska's in business with the leadoff man on here in the 3rd inning.
And there you go, choke and poke, you never know, put the ball in play, good things can happen. A tough chance there by Beitler. You can tell the glove just a touch too high. Off the ground, that ball squeaks through. And the boys from Nebraska got a little something going here to start the 3rd.
Second base runner.
All right, let's roll on defense. Let's go.
And it's the 2nd error on South Dakota. And on the hands and fought off by Reiners. This is Caleb Reiners. He's the left fielder. 0 for 1 with a walk in the tournament so far.
Play.
And he goes down quickly. Strikeout number 7 for Gavin Weir.
That's just nasty, man. I mean, this is the ability to change speeds and trajectories on his breaking ball, too. Look how big and slow that one is. And you see just way out front, Reiners trying to put the ball in play. Just no answer for a breaking ball that's got that much life to it.
Back to the top of the order, and Ablett, who reached on an error by Weir in the 1st inning. He's left stranded at 3rd base. This Nebraska offense has produced only 3 runs in the tournament so far, but they're 2-0. That's going to be caught by the 2nd baseman, Mediger. 2 down.
Nice play there. Get out there in the outfield, call everybody off. Sometimes those little short pop-ups can end up falling in no man's land, but Mediger doing a nice job of just taking command of that ball and being a ball hawk.
Seen a little more contact here from Nebraska this.
Yeah, it's got to feel like a small win, right? A couple balls put in play.
Well, when we talked to Dustin Rader this week, he said, you know, we're still adjusting to the strike zone here in Indiana. That's not going to be far enough for the runner to advance. But he did also say, you know, we've got to tip our hat to the pitching we have seen. It's just been outstanding up to this point, and they're seeing another good arm here today in Gavin Weir. Rader, a strikeout victim, his first time up. He's 0 for 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-2. I don't think Rader realized what the count was either.
1 ball, 2 strike.
I thought that was strike 3. Rader was the winning pitcher Monday against Minnesota. He could pitch again tomorrow. And he looks at strike 3. Man, he's on his game. Nebraska.
We told you he was a
so
superstar,
far.
folks. How about 8 punch-outs through 3 innings for Gavin Weir? The Nebraska boys are.
It'll be Bo Kerner to lead it off for Sioux Falls here in the 3rd. He's Chris Burke. I'm Clay Matvick. This is the first of a big day of games on ESPN, covering the Little League World Series. 6 tickets to Williamsport will be punched. These two teams
Leading off the bottom of inning number 3 for South Dakota.
looking to get to Williamsport. Bo Kerner, who might be the fastest player on the South Dakota roster. Coaches say he can run like a deer. Facing Benjamin Wibbles. That's a strike. Chased it. 0-2. Wibbles came in last inning for Hunter Nepple. Coaches decided to pull him early, trying to save him for tomorrow.
This is not your typical 9-hole hitter. Obviously, this is all-star baseball, so everybody's got somebody they trust down there. But Kerner is a very strong, athletic kid. They feel like he's just as likely to start a rally as anybody in their batting order.
Now 2-2. Didn't miss by much.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Another one of those.
You hear home plate umpire Jamie Hinojosa is coaching up Owen Brown about his body language. That's a big part of being a young baseball player, dealing with the frustration sometimes of calls that don't go your way. I like the job right there of Mr. Hinojosa being patient and coaching him up about things like that.
Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Second strikeout for Wibbles since coming to the mound.
There you go. Be patient. That call will go your way eventually. See, nice job there from Owen Brown of sticking that fastball on the inside edge. Kerner kind of bails there a little bit, and the call goes Nebraska's way.
Back to the top of the order in Brecken Beitler. One of their best athletes. Also plays basketball, plays some classical guitar, pops it up, foul ground. The catcher, Brown, comes over to make the play. Nice catch there by Owen Brown for out number 2.
Yeah, that is not an easy play by the catcher to get up out of your crouch and locate the baseball. Left the mask on, which you usually coach the catcher to get rid of the mask, but the hockey mask giving him a little extra vision there. He made that play look easy.
First pitch swinging, Boston Bryant to left field. And that is snared for their third out. The Little League Classic, the Angels and Cleveland this year. That's going to be fun. It's always great to see Major League Baseball in Williamsport. Gavin Weir, though, today, he is the story in Whitestown.
Yeah, we just saw the big leaguers there, and this young man looks like a big league all-star. The way he commands the baseball, changes speeds, and then just, of course, the raw stuff. He has put it all on display for us here in the first 3 innings. We've seen the big bender, and he can really decelerate the ball. How about a little backdoor slider with a little 3/4 arm action, and then gas to get him off the field. He has shown it all.
For Nebraska, third baseman number 9.
So far, Nebraska's only been able to put 3 balls in play against him through 3 innings. He had 13 strikeouts against Iowa in his perfect game. Only 2 Iowa Little Leaguers put it in play against Weir.
This is the guy, though, Clay. This is the guy. If they can put a quick one on the board, this is the guy that can do it.
He's swinging for the downs there. A ball and a strike for Weir. The 1-1 to Nepple.
Yes, he did.
Tried to hold up, couldn't do it.
One ball. 2 strikes.
And Nepple was the star of the Nebraska State Championship game. Drove in 3 at the plate, struck out 11 on the mound. He strikes out here. Can he beat it out? Throw is off the glove of Kinsey and into right field. So Nepple is aboard. So 3 base runners for Nebraska, all unconventional style in reaching base, but the leadoff man's on for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and as frustrating as that is, sometimes that's your best offense against an arm that's this talented. The ball gets past Riley and just not quite able to get Nepple. Boy, had been close at first base. But not the way you draw it up, but a leadoff base runner nonetheless.
Play.
See what the catcher Owen Brown can do. He struck out swinging his last time up, and he's quickly behind 0-1. This guy, OB, they call him. He is the strongest guy on the team. He has caught all of the games so far here in Whitestone.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Yeah, and it really is incredible to think what these young kids are having to face here today. When you think about from 46 feet, the fastball, we don't have the exact radar, but that thing's got to be in the low 70s, which again is equivalent to a 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball in the big leagues. And then he can pull the string with a couple different offerings. It's just, you can't, it's hard to explain how quickly that ball is getting to home plate for these young kids, and yet they still have to be able to sit back and discern balls and strikes and handle off-speed pitches as well.
Breaking ball, strikeout for out number 2, and that's his 10th strikeout today.
And this is a real bender. There are plenty of major league pitchers that would like to have that breaking ball and the ability to start it off the plate and bring it back to the outside edge as well.
It's bunted foul by McCoy. You saw his pitch count there briefly. He's up over 50 pitches now. In Little League Baseball, the maximum at this age level is 85.
1 strike. Play.
There you go. Know the job, boys.
He's economized his pitches pretty well, obviously, with the number of strikeouts. He's quickly had 0-2 to McCoy.
Definitely something to watch as this thing goes on is, can he get them through all 6? Oftentimes, guys that strike out people in big numbers struggle with being efficient with their pitch count. But again, back to just how impressive this kid is, he just fills it up.
Got it. Strikes out the side. Excuse me.
There's more.
There is 2 outs because I forgot about Nepple reaching first.
That's right. He struck out the side and looking to get a strike out the side +1. Oh.
Man, these pitches are just phantoms coming up there. In on the hands. Wibbles will push it to the right side. And the second baseman, Mediger, throws over to first. Now the side is out in the 4th. 1-0 South Dakota after 3.5 for this year because of COVID. No international field, so 2 teams from each region going on to Williamsport. Here's Gavin Weir, the star player of the day, the pitcher for South Dakota. He'll lead off the 4th. His team leading 1-0. Will that be enough? I'm sure the Sioux Falls boys would like to pick up another run or 2. But the way Weir is pitching, it very well may be enough. Wibbles. This is outside.
Prince, back him up some so he's not in the pitcher's peripheral. 1 ball.
Well, pitcher's peripheral is a new one for me, but I like it.
A little warning there.
Okay, so we got 11 punch-outs through 4 innings, and now you're sitting in a 2-0 count right here to one of the most talented hitters in the region. Be careful if you're in Wibbles. This one could go a long way.
Gives him a breaking ball way inside, so it's 3-0.
Probably not a bad decision, but you do have the red-hot Noah Kinsey on deck, who's now 4 for 5, and that's been a big piece of this South Dakota squad, right? If you want to walk Weir, Kinsey has been making people pay.
Well, he walks Weir on 4 pitches. Weir homered on Sunday against Missouri, his first home run of the postseason. So, like you said, Chris, he's got that capability, and Wibbles probably almost intentionally danced around him. And now he'll deal to Kinsey, who's already got a hit.
Looks like we got a pinch hitter.
Yeah, it's going to be Carlson. This is Kai Carlson. Call him Cobra Kai.
Interesting. Obviously, they got some people they got to get in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players.
First, and this is going to get into foul ground. On his way to second is Weir. And that's a big mistake for Nebraska, as now South Dakota has another runner in scoring position.
They did the job for him, so I tell you what, he had a shot, just threw it wide. And, you know, certainly you look back and you wish he'd have held on to it at this point. But I agree with Brown that Weir definitely got caught creeping off the base. You never know if he can throw that thing right on the bag. That would have been a close play.
Have to keep an eye on Weir, maybe shaking up on that play. Kai Carlson 1 for 2 in the tournament. That gets under the glove of Brown. He has to chase. And now Weir is at third base. And the count is 3-0 to Carlson.
Attaboy, Kai. Got him thinking, Kai.
And now we're going to get another visit to the mound from the manager, Dustin Rader.
Stay back. Stay back. Serious time for you. What do you call a teacher who doesn't fart? Private tutor. Don't make it any harder than it has to be. Once we move on, we get our own private tutors. Okay? Relax, breathe, throw strikes. Let him put in play. Okay?
Don't remind me of private tutor.
You. Here we go, son.
First charge straight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Hey, here we go. Be active. Hey.
Trying to keep it light.
Well, he certainly set it up like a real serious meeting, so I liked his delivery. The joke was new to me. I had not heard that one before, but Clay, you could maybe coach me up on that later.
Much later. Pitch inside to Carlson, so now 2 on, nobody out, and Mediger is going to come up. Boy, this is a critical moment in this ball game. Berkey, you get the feeling that if Sioux Falls can add some insurance here, it might be lights out for Hastings.
Yeah, it certainly feels like that. You can't imagine being able to mount too much offense against Weir. It would almost come down to, you know, could you drive his pitch count up and maybe get him out of there? Looks like we're getting another substitution here with South Dakota.
Pitch hitting for South Dakota, 13, Alex McKinney.
Alex McKinney, 5 foot, 92-pound, 12-year-old. He's got a couple of hits here in the regional tournament and 2 runs batted in. He had 2 big hits off the bench earlier this week. Can he deliver one more time? Swung on, hit to medium deep, center field. It drops in, and McKinney makes it 2-0 South Dakota with a pinch hit, RBI single to center.
Wow, how about that? McKinney just stays red hot. Now 3 huge hits in this regional. I thought Nebraska missed a chance to throw this guy out at second base. You can see Dyer came up thinking about the plate. It was just a touch tardy getting that ball to McCoy at second base. Or who knows, they might have been able to at least retire one there, but South Dakota pushing all the right buttons right now as they're making some mid-game substitutions.
Here's Alfson now.
Mad dog.
Boy, how about the hit by McKinney? They call him ATM. Those are his initials. And he has been money here in this tournament with a huge RBI single to make it 2-0.
3 for 4 off the bench. That's big-time production. And they've all been when they needed them, right? I mean, obviously they've got, at the end of the day, the games have looked lopsided, but there was moments in all those games where they had to kind of jumpstart the offense, and he's been right in the middle of it.
Munson swings and misses. 1-2 the count. Maddox Munson, big kid, 5'7", 140. Call him Mad Dog. Breaking pitch, stays outside. Munson's a guy we could see pitch at some point in this regional, probably the championship game if things keep going the way they are for South Dakota. That's down, it's full count. Sioux Falls trying to become just the 5th team from the state of South Dakota to get to Williamsport. A win today secures that.
Infield fly, battery
Popped
down.
up. That's going to be an out. First out here of the 4th inning.
Nice job there by Whipples, hanging in there, right? The game kind of feels like it's teetering right now. And these are the moments where sometimes you can be tested as far as just hanging in there and trying to keep this game within reach, and doing a nice job there of coming up with a big pitch on a full count.
Another pinch hitter. And this is Opland Sonicson. Again, everybody for Sioux Falls has to get at least one at bat. Now, for Nebraska, because they only have 10 guys on the roster, not only does everybody get to hit once, but everybody has to play the field. This one hit high and deep to left center. That's going to get down and run all the way to the wall for Sonicson. And South Dakota adds to its lead. A run-producing double. It's 3-0 Sioux Falls.
Wow. And what about the production they're getting off of the bench? First, we see McKinney come up with a big RBI knock, and now Opland Sonicson just sitting on a breaking ball, smokes it out to left center field, RBI double. Oppie coming up big again. This is his 2nd hit of this Midwest Regional, and South Dakota has it going.
3rd run batted in of this tournament for Sonicson. As Fox comes to the plate for the first time. Grayson Fox, 1 for 2 in the regional, the left-hander. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Fox is the youngest player on the team, just turned 12 actually on August the 5th. Breaking ball, couldn't catch up with that one, 1-2. Folks looking on.
Let's go, Brace.
And that's going to do it for Fox. 2 down. Three nothing South Dakota. As Bo Kerner will hit for himself in the 9-hole here in the 4th inning.
Good job, kid. You got this.
And now South Dakota has reached their minimum play requirement. Have they not, Clay? That's everybody?
I've got everybody. Ground ball left side. And Kerner is going to be thrown out by Rader. That ends the inning. At your Little League time. What was that?
Well, okay, let me just say, usually the Little Leaguer has the high and tight, and then the Big Leaguer has the, the long salad. So Pete's actually flipped the script on that, though. But, man, what I remember most, we had a fantastic run in 1991. I was an 11-year-old shortstop playing on the St. Matthews Little League All-Star team. We were the first team to win the state in 25 years. And went to the regional. Of course, that time there were fewer regionals, so a team from Kentucky now would be in the Great Lakes region, but we went down to the Southeast region and got beat by Round Rock, Texas. Of course, Texas wouldn't be in the Southeast region anymore either, but just shows you how old I am. But it was that was the first taste of big-time baseball I ever had, was being a part of that team and that journey, and certainly a special moment. And unfortunately, we faced a kid that looked a little bit like Gavin Weir when we went down to play in the regional and lost to the Texas team in game 1.
Strikeout machine, I take it.
Yeah, I remember his name still, Brian Gordon. He struck out 16 and hit 2 home runs, beat us himself 3-2.
Boy, Gabby.
Well, Gavin Weir has been outstanding today for Sioux Falls. Braden Dyer at the plate to lead it off for Hastings, Nebraska. Down 3-0 here in the 5th inning, so running out of outs. There's a swing and a miss, another strikeout for Mr. Weir. He's got a dozen.
You know what's crazy, Clay, is I ended up playing against Brian Gordon Double-A 10 years later.
Is that right?
You just never know. where your journey could take you.
Go, Gabby.
Jude Johnson now. Parents Jordan and Crystal. Breaking pitch outside. There are the folks. Hastings located in Adams County in south central Nebraska. About 25,000 people in that town. Fun fact for you, Kool-Aid was invented in Hastings.
Wait a second, what?
Kool-Aid.
Like the Kool-Aid. Wow.
Back-to-back K's here in the fifth for Weir. Bakers doesn't know.
Boy, Gab.
Well, the boys would rather see a little Kool-Aid, but right now they're getting gasolina because Captain Weir, he is not being as friendly as Kool-Aid right now on the mound. It is kind of good morning, good afternoon, good night in most of these ABs. And their ability to command that kind of stuff at that age is awfully impressive, and it's been right out of the gate.
This is Peyton Drake,
Boy, Gab.
who is getting his first plate appearance for Nebraska. Again, Hastings only has 10 players. And we talked to the coaches about their run during All-Stars and whether that's been a problem or not. And they said, fortunately, they haven't had any injuries to deal with. And even though they've been on a kind of a shoestring roster, they've been able to get through with 10.
Go, Gab.
Wow. Another inning. Striking out the same on Saturday. And by reaching the championship game, we'll get a trip to Williamsport because the top two teams from each region this year will make it to Pennsylvania. Loser will be back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, to take on Davenport, Iowa. Davenport, about a half an hour south of Field of Dreams in Dyersville. Big game in Major League Baseball tonight there between the Yankees and the White Sox. All right, so here's Brecken Beitler facing Wibbles. And Wibbles gets him to ground left side. That's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. Heppel, his throw is away. And I think they're going to call that foul. And that's going to be a foul ball.
Neppel was trying to make another highlight reel play for us, but it looked like Jamie Hinojosa, the home plate umpire, had that one foul. And so Beitler's going to get another crack at it.
Well, sure looked foul, and I think they're going to take another look at it. This will be our second video review. What do you think of this ballpark? Pretty sweet. Everything is new here as we take a look at the replay. Wow, maybe that is fair.
Definitely fair ball. Yeah, definitely a fair ball. You could tell it hit Neppel's glove inside the white line. There it is, inside the white line. The ball is touched and then kicks foul. That's a fair ball. The question is, can you review a play before the base? You know, in college baseball, you cannot review a call on a ball that bounces before the base.
I mean, they've got the review booth set up right behind home plate in the old stadium setup where we were at Grand Park in Westfield, Indiana. It was a little further away. That was the temporary home for a few years. This facility here in Whitestown, the home of the Central region, which is the Great Lakes and the Midwest, is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they did.
So
a
here's the
great job
replay
with it,
again.
No question. I love the play by Neppel, though. I mean, you can tell he thought the ball was fair, and he's shown us some stuff today. First on the mound, fielding his position, and yeah, he didn't catch this one clean, but how about the athleticism to throw that thing sidearm from his knees, falling away.
Ruled foul on the field. We'll see if it gets overturned. And Nebraska can't afford to get behind any more to this Sioux Falls team. Gavin Weir has been outstanding on the mound. Call is reversed. Grant Beitler, first base. Leadoff man is on here in the 5th for South Dakota.
I like it. Definitely got the call correct and took their time doing it, but at the end of the day, it definitely was the right call.
And now Rader is going to come over and talk to the umpires. Dustin's been busy here today, coming out onto the field. 40-year-old insurance executive when he's not coaching Little League.
Center fielder, 27.
Now Boston Bryant. Trying to move the runner. And he does. Nepple can't make the throw here either. 2 on, nobody out. That was well done by Bryant.
Yeah, you'd love to see a youngster that can handle the bat. Look at him, got a head start there too. Not sure Nepple was going to be able to make that play with how Bryant got a running start out of the box. And just to clarify that, Clay, the reason that play was reviewable was because Nepple touched the ball. Had he not touched the ball, that play would not have been reviewable. And so the fact that he touched it is what allowed them to go back and look at that.
Being real with you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep throwing strikes. Guys, let's be active. We got first and second, no outs. Okay, if ball hit to your right, let's get lead runner. Ball hit to your left, let's turn 2. Let's not play fetch, let's play catch, and let's get an out somewhere, okay? Benny, keep doing your job. Hey, pick your head up, breathe a little bit, have fun, okay? Baseball fun. Here we go.
That's basically been the message from Rader all game long, no matter who he's talked to. It's like trying to keep it light, trying to relax these guys. This is a high, tense moment.
It is, and made more so by the fact that you got Gavin Weir coming up with 2 on and nobody out. So, yes, you need to relax to play your best, but you better be careful at the same time.
Weir 0 for 1. Grounded out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 4th. And now he's going to be hunting a fastball here ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. That hit him. Base is loaded.
Good gap. Here we go, Noah Kinsey. Let's go, Noah.
17, first baseman, Noah Kinsey.
And now Nebraska in real trouble. And we're going to get a pitching change, perhaps. No, we're not. In on the hands, ground ball. Nepple coming home, gets the force to first. Oh, wow. Double play. So Nepple, who had 2 balls hit to him earlier in the inning and had nothing to show for it, starts a double play here in the 5th.
5-2-3. Are you kidding me? Watch Nepple, just a good, solid job of playing catch, and then Brown with enough arm strength to finish this one off. Watch him get his hips flipped and rip it to Ablett at first base. And boy, just when it looked like this thing was about to be wide open, Nebraska's got a chance to keep it right there at 3.
Here's Kaysen Menninger. Kaysen, the fielder's choice in his only at bat back in the 2nd inning. Foul back, 2-1. They call Menninger grilled cheese, the youngest of 4 kids to Ryan and Robin. Has a couple of hits in the regional. And South Dakota would love to tack on a couple more. That's 2-2. Nebraska does have the top of its order due up in the 6th. Ablett, Rader, and Nepple, their best hitters. Down in the dirt. And Brown has to chase far enough for Bryant to try to come home.
Go win it, kid.
Mediger to right field. Diving is Dyer, and he made the catch. That's going to end the inning. Sioux Falls is sending runners around, but that was the third out. What a catch by Dyer out in right field. This is going to be challenged, we expect, but Braden Dyer and Hastings is coming off the field feeling like that ended the inning.
Well, the inning did not start great defensively for the boys from Nebraska. Boy, did it finish well. Big time 5-2-3 double play, and then it looked like first glance that Dyer was able to get his glove underneath that ball. Let's take another look at it here. Where is it?
He got it, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the ground.
I think the biggest mistake that Dyer made, Chris, and you know this better than anybody, is he didn't show it to the umpire right away. After making the catch, you got to sell it to the umpire, and he really didn't do that.
No, but there's zero evidence that I can see that ball ever hit the ground. So I think this call will stick with the call in the field. And boy, how in the world they get out of that one with no runs?
A bases loaded, no out situation in the fifth, and it appears Hastings has done a Houdini act to keep their chances alive. Here's the call. Got it. Last chance for Nebraska coming up. They are down 3. Braden Dyer and Hastings get out of trouble. First the double play, and then Dyer with a rolling catch and right. A trip to Williamsport and Saturday's championship game here in the Midwest region. This would be the third straight shutout for South Dakota here in Whitestown this week. Gavin Weir has been absolutely terrific on the mound. He needs 3 outs for South Dakota to wrap it up. And Owen Ablett is at the plate, the leadoff hitter. Reached on an error in the first and popped out in the third.
There you go.
Boy.
Clay, he's got a chance at 17 punch-outs here, Clay.
Still has 85 pitches, or 15 pitches before 85 to work with. I don't know that the pitch count is going to be a problem here for him. The 1-2 pitch. Got him, strike 3.
So there have been, I've got 2, is that right, Rick? You could have, Clay, 2 non-strikeout outs.
There you go.
I have 2, correct.
2.
There you go.
And because of the extra batter, or the one batter reached after a strikeout, he's got a chance to get 18 outs and 17 strikeouts.
Well, he had 13 strikeouts through 5 innings in the perfect game against Iowa the other day. And after that, you wouldn't think that he'd follow it up with something better, and he may do that today. I mean, perfect game's pretty special, obviously, but the number of strikeouts more impressive today. The 2-2. Got it! Just froze it. Rader is done. 2 away, and now Nebraska down to its final out.
I mean, he gets you looking for that breaking ball and then just comes back with the cheddar. And the crowd is on their feet as well they should be. What a performance. It's not often we build a kid up like we have Gavin Weir, and he delivers and then some, but he's got his toughest out to face here last.
That's Hunter Nepple, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Now, he did reach in the 4th inning on the pass ball. The 0-1. And now Hastings down to its last strike. And Sioux Falls is on the verge of heading to Williamsport. Got it! South Dakota is in the title game on Saturday, and they have locked up a plane ride to Pennsylvania.
Your final score here this afternoon, South Dakota 3, Nebraska 0.
6 straight strikeouts for Weir to end the game, as South Dakota will be in the title game 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday against the winner of tomorrow's game between Hastings and Davenport, Iowa.
Potential weather in the area. We ask that both teams return to your dugout.
Just incredible. Clay, I told you after the first inning, I thought this was the best kid we've ever seen. And he certainly lived up to that throughout the course of the ballgame. 18 outs recorded, 17 of them via the strikeout, and it looked like he got better as the game went on. Watch the glove there and watch where he puts it. I mean, the ability to elevate a fastball, to command it at that velocity, and of course the breaking ball was razor sharp all day long, and then having some fun with his teammates. What a special, special left-hander Gavin Weir is.
He threw a no-hitter in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Gavin Weir is going to be the talk of the Sioux Empire for the next couple of days after what he has done, not just today, but throughout the entire regional. 30 total strikeouts now in the regional. He got 17 more today, Chris.
Yeah, and he's yet to give up a hit or a walk. A couple errors today were the only base runners, but it was from the jump. You could tell he had command of all his offerings. We saw 2 different breaking balls, a couple changeups mixed in there, but the fastball command was fantastic. And you think about the fact that he was able to punch out 17 on only 80 pitches. 18 outs recorded, 17 of them punch outs, no hits, no walks. This kid he's just different, man. What else can you say about him?
Yeah. Well, Nebraska knew that their work was going to be cut out for them today. The offense has really labored here during the 3 games. I mean, they beat North Dakota 1-0. Beat Minnesota 2-0. They haven't scored a ton of runs. They didn't get any today, but they've got to bounce back in 24 hours and come back to play Davenport, Iowa, a tough team to keep their season alive.
Yeah, what's interesting, though, is I think you got to give the coaching staff, Dustin Rader and his staff, some credit, because I think they saw what they were up against Gavin Weir. They got Hunter Nepple out of the game quick enough where he can bounce back and pitch tomorrow, and he was fantastic in the early part of this ball game too. So you still got to like Nebraska's chances tomorrow, but definitely need to get that offense going a little bit.
Yeah, they have really run into some tough pitching here in the regional so far. First regional appearance for Hastings, Nebraska. We'll get to see the Little Leaguers from the Cornhusker State again tomorrow against Davenport tomorrow. But Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the champions. Before Sioux Falls started Little League Baseball about 5 years ago, remember Harney, South Dakota was the talk of that state? Well, now Sioux Falls, South Dakota Little League is the talk of that state again. Going to Williamsport for the first time.